on the cool. You look more like Norman. Right. I mean, I got an extra one, but the other one gotta be black. Oh, damn.
Inside the trenches.
I broke it down for him. I broke down facial structure.
You remember?
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Move your body. Welcome back to Inside the Trenches. It's your host, Marlon, Big Faith Favorite. And that's right, beautiful people. We are back in the saddle, back in over here at Loyola, uptown New Orleans. Yes, indeed. Hey, I kind of like how this is, right? I was just talking to UP before we started the show, and it's like this marks our first full year since we've been in this studio, and a lot has changed. So much has improved over the time. So we're very thankful over here at Loyola University, and we're gonna keep this party going so much. And speaking of a year, we had our man Damian C come on the show a couple weeks ago and grace us with some flow. We have a special guest as well. We'll save that for a little bit later for y'all to check out. And I'm glad y'all are back in the building. Hey, March is how Future said this Future month, huh? March Madness, baby. It is all in. March is about off season for these NFL teams, right? We're going through the entire process of the draft, combine, reevaluating senior year tape. Right now, a lot of the scouts are looking at players that are high on their boards and going through their game film. We're getting ready to start after this week, right? We talk about the combine. We're going to dive into players going to the facilities, checking out these teams. These teams coming over to the players' universities and interviewing them. So that's what that's all about. But one thing we do want to reflect on is them Tigers balling at the combine. Welcome to Inside the Trenches, baby. We want to take this time to thank our guest, Gordon McKernan. Get Gordon, get it done. Not our guest. We got to get Gordon on the show, though. Our sponsor, Get Gordon. Remember, if you've been in a personal injury, you've got hurt at work or in a car accident, here in the 504, you could call Get Gordon at 504-800-8888. Get Gordon, get it done. CL, man, how was? I guess we didn't talk to our people in a while, bro. So we got Carnival didn't happen, man. I done ran into Ryan Clark at Zulu.
Super Bowl
didn't happen. That's right. We didn't get a chance to recap the Super Bowl. Ran into Chris. But CL, bro, I ran into you Saturday at Nine-Top Parade. You was on your old school bike. How was the Mardi Gras break for you, man?
Well, how was the break for me? Well, one of the princes of New Orleans, Louisiana, it's always a beautiful thing. You know, my schedule is unbelievable during Mardi Gras time, but it's such a blessing because, you know, I am truly blessed to be one of those people of the city, and I was able to make it to Nam-Tok. I was able to make it to, obviously, Zulu. So I'm grateful. I was also able to make it to Muses. Shouts out to the ladies of Muses, and shouts out to the ladies of Femme Fatale for showing me so much love. Thank you, ladies. I'm appreciative because I don't take this life for granted.
You mentioned Muses. That's what kicked off Mardi Gras for me. Me and Chop performed at their after party.
Okay.
You had Dawn. Dawn hit the stage before us. Jubilee, PNC. It was a really nice break.
Yeah, I think
for
I
us.
saw that. It
It was live. I ain't gonna lie. I burned some calories on the stage. Now,
Hello, somebody.
You better move your body. Now, look, this the funny part about Mardi Gras. You just randomly run into your co-host. So Marlon's with his partners. Lil Timmy, shouts out to the crew at Shaw, Carter and all of them. So they were with Marlon's friend's mom, and they were at a house uptown. So I had to use the restroom. So I go upstairs to use the restroom, and I run into this guy right here. So, Chris, how was your Mardi Gras? I know some of it was cool because I ran into you.
Oh, absolutely. It was a great Mardi Gras. Like I said, I went to Damian. I went to Nam-Tok. Both was on Valentine's Day, so that was pretty great.
Oh, they had a Valentine's Day in between? I didn't know.
Saw some stars and celebrities, some NOLA stars in that.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, yeah. Including y'all, for sure.
Thank you.
Went to Zulu, Rex. Great Mardi Gras. I went out a lot. And overall, just definitely a great Mardi Gras break. Had a great time having a Super Bowl watch party as well. So, man, definitely a great Mardi Gras break for sure.
That's cool, and we want to hear about y'all's break as well. We're in the Lent season right now, getting ready for Easter. So y'all feel free to comment below. And again, thank y'all so much for tuning in to Inside the Trenches. Well, CL, I would be remiss if we didn't talk about the performance of our LSU Tigers at the Combine. I was super impressed with one young man in particular. I'll break the ice, Xavier Thomas. 4'2", officially, right there out of Woodmere, Louisiana, West Bank stand-up. And speaking of West Bank talent, we'll be joined later on in the show by Chris Moses Jr., plays at Belle High School, so y'all be sure to stick around for that. But the West Bank is loaded with talent, and Xavier, this time does fly, clip his wings. We're watching him at the Combine, CL, and he's running basically the best time out of the receivers. And this is a young man, I remember he was a freshman at De La Salle with Kentrell.
Okay.
And graduates, goes to Mississippi State for a year, goes to LSU, kind of get lost in the shuffle, and then this past season had a good showing and really showed out at the Combine. So I think when you look at guys who really helped their stock, Xavier is one of them guys. Talk to me, Ciala, out of all of the LSU guys performing, who you think stood out, who helped their stock the most?
Well, I enjoy seeing all the Tigers do their thing, that's for sure. Thomas, of course, would be the guy that would stand out because of the great 40 time. There's a video of me going viral talking about the 40 and how important it is and how it slots you in this NFL draft process. But for me, the number one corner on the draft board is Mr. Delaney. Obviously, he is still solidified as the number one corner. But there was another gentleman that stood out, the safety. Of course, his name is running from me. Halsey really showed up. AJ Halsey really showed up at the Combine as well. So we definitely, if you're a Tiger fan, you definitely have some guys to look forward on day one of the draft, which the people that don't necessarily understand that would actually be the first round. So it's quite possibly 2 Tigers will go in the first round in the first 32 picks. So that's a blessing. Shouts out to LSU and all the boys that did their thing.
It is, and if y'all are just tuning in, it's Inside the Trenches. It's your boy Marlon, Big Favorite. We have CL NOLA in the building, and of course, Lil Chris, our intern here at Loyola. I think, guys, if y'all look at it from the perspective of guys who helped themselves, just about every player in this who went to the combine for LSU, prepping for their pro day, helped themselves tremendously.
Oh, for sure.
Chris Hilton Jr., not one, not two. How we say it down here in New Orleans? Not even three. But four bowl games. So if you look at it from game tape perspective, it's like he played 4 extra games. 4 games he needed because he was hurt a lot at LSU.
Correct.
Even when he was healthy, this past football season, we ran a lot of intermediate routes, shortcut, comeback routes. We ran too many screens this year, so he's a deep threat receiver.
Yes.
And at these games, Chris, CL, I got 2 Chris's, y'all here. At the games, at these bowl games, these are NFL coaches.
Oh, for sure.
So you're getting a sneak peek evaluation, huh, Chris?
Absolutely. And another player, like, you know who I'm interested in.
Who?
Actually, I got 2. One on offense and one on defense. On offense, I'm interested in Garrett Nussmeier. Because I don't know what is up with this dude. I mean, he'll play okay in the regular season.
He was injured.
Yeah.
He was injured. He had a core abdominal situation.
Yeah.
Not to cut you off, brother.
Yeah,
Please
for
continue.
sure. But in these bowl games, whether if it was the bowl game against Wisconsin or the Senior Bowl, this man always pops his stuff. Like, he's balling, winning MVPs, winning the game and stuff. Garrett Nussmeier, he's playing so well in these bowl games. It's like he's definitely up his draft stock. And another player I'm intrigued to see going into the NFL, Harold Perkins. And I want to see how these NFL coaches are going to use him. Are they going to use him like Michael Parsons? How are they going to utilize Harold Perkins as he's going to the NFL as well? And what round is he going to be in?
Right. I think we're all interested in what the development and what the positional slot will be for Harold Perkins. Just for the simple fact that, you know, he's such a versatile player, and then the whole figuring out of what he should be doing on the defensive side was important. In my professional opinion, I think they'll use him as an edge rusher, somebody that runs basically a 3-4 type defense. They will put him on the edge and just let him pin his ears back and go against the quarterback, go find the quarterback.
Well, one thing, I'm sitting here going through our notes. One thing that I look at when you pay attention to a guy like Gary Nussmeier and Harold Perkins, I was just on with Ken Trahan earlier today, and we were talking about those guys. And the reason I say everybody improved their stock one way or another, starting with Gary, like if you pay attention to what Nussmeier's situation is, at the end of the 2023 season, he put up first round numbers in a second half against a very defense heavy Georgia team in the SEC championship.
I remember that.
Right? I mean, he legit put up Jaden Daniel numbers. Jaden sits out. He wins the Rely Quest Bowl champion, MVP.
Against
Gary,
Wisconsin. Yep.
23, has a crazy season with Kyron Lacey. Rest in peace, Kyron Lacey.
Amen.
And that team, I mean, think about it. Going into this year, it was Gary Nussmeier, Heisman candidate. It was Gary Nussmeier, first-round draft pick.
Yep.
First day, no second guessing. And then last season happened.
Yeah.
So what I see is a guy who definitely redeemed himself, not only at the Senior Bowl, performed well there, right, but interviewing in the combine, finally telling everybody that he was hurt. I played the season hurt. I mean, you saw it.
Yeah, for
Now,
sure.
it is a couple of question marks, right? And it is a few things that work in his favor. One thing one of the things that's a question mark is his decision making on the move. It's a couple of times in that pretty good 24 season, I thought Gary kind of got lost in the shuffle in regards to just run the 3 yards, Gary, get the first down. You throw it backside to Aaron Anderson, one of your shorter receivers, you throw an interception against Texas A&M.
Yeah, for sure.
You think about games like that. You think about the mobility. But when you look at pro-style quarterback, he is that.
For sure.
And I do think that
He is
deserves
that.
a mid-round CL. Now, CL, I want to talk to you about Harold Perkins.
Come on.
His freshman year, and the beautiful thing about working in the media, we're around a lot of the scouts.
Yeah.
I'll casually ask one of the guys, hey, Harold Perkins, this is senior year right now. He's eligible to come out. What do you think? Oh, he's one, maybe the second or third, top 3 linebackers to come off of the board. Now, this is just off his freshman year. Right. I mean, we hadn't seen playmaking at LSU like that in that fashion since Honey Badger.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, man. But then the sophomore year is like, I won't be a real linebacker, or we're going to set him up like a real linebacker. Then CL, we're going to get Coach Blake Baker with him, which helped. So he had 2 seasons with Coach Baker. Blake Baker, I said Blaker. Monday, fun day.
Of course.
All right. CL, what round does Harold Perkins get drafted in?
Wow. He definitely put me on the spot with that one, huh? Since I am the draft expert. Ain't that something?
Hey, you our GM.
Honestly, it just depends on how you look at it. Me personally, I don't think he's a Perkins type of guy because I don't think he can play on the D-line. I think he's strictly an outside guy, an outside linebacker that could play on the edge.
Yeah.
So if there's a need for an edge rusher, a guy that can pin his ears back and go straight after the quarterback, I would see him on the outside.
Yeah.
Now, knowing that this draft has a lot of D linemen that gets after the ball this year, the man from Oklahoma, young man from Miami, Sweat. There's a lot of guys there's a lot of edge rushers, a lot of D-ends in this draft. So I would see him on the second day of the draft,
for sure,
going off the edge for a team, possibly Tennessee in that second round, Tennessee, Washington in that second round.
Okay.
Second round. Now, with Ken earlier, I had mentioned, I said like,
I'm sorry, second day.
Second day. Now he could potentially go second round. I mean, Harold Perkins is a playmaker, but when you start thinking about production and years and years and years of tape, I think the reason if he does, I mean, I hope he goes as high as possible in the draft.
Right.
For sure.
But if he does go mid-round, is because of where we're going to play him. Like teams would be too you have to draft him because he's a playmaker. I mean he's there as a linebacker, but do you use him as a 3-4 linebacker? Do you use it? So you do.
I see him. I see him as an edge. I don't see him as a DN because if you're a DN, you're gonna have to set the edge in the run game. I think he's a little light in the Gordon McKernan injury attorney.
For sure.
I think he's a little light to be setting the edge in the NFL. So I see him I see him as an edge rusher coming off the edge, and obviously with his speed and athleticism, I see him in the flat, in the zone area, in coverage.
Right. No, I'm with you on that one, and the second piece I was going to mention about that: do you put him in a 4-3? And just have him play a true middle linebacker, a true Will, a true Sam. And when we did that, when we ran those 4-3 packages at LSU, he wasn't successful.
Right.
Because you isolate his skill set.
Right.
Harold Perkins' skill set is pin the ears back
and let him go get
him. And let him go get the quarterback.
Right.
Now, with that being said, because that's what we saw a lot from the freshman year.
Yeah.
He single-handedly won the Arkansas game for us that year.
For sure.
Single-handedly. when you think back to that first season at LSU. But in terms of Harold Perkins, you have to think and you have to look at it from the perspective of, yes, I do think a 3-4 defense works for him. You have him play more of a joker or a rover, someone to kind of play around the ball. But, I mean, despite the issues that they had around the draft, Tyrann Mathieu went 3rd round.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
First round talent, we all know that.
For sure.
The 3rd round. Harold made plays every year at LSU.
For sure.
Even when he was playing out of place, he made
sure.
interception here in the game, and he's done things. Let's switch gears a little bit. Shouts out to the LSU Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
I know you mentioned about Mansoon Delaney. I know we talked about AJ Halsey.
Yeah.
Those two guys are going to be first-day guys, I think. I mean, you look at just off production. I think in this draft you're going to see a lot of DN guys come off of the board. It's going to be, defensive guys come off the board early because teams do need to make a lot of moves from a production standpoint. Chris, I'm going to come to you next. This year, the production out of the big men, interior guys like me, went 308, I think one of the guys was like, 327. Tell me that's something that, I don't know if y'all had a chance at home to check out the combine this year, but one thing that was different more than any other time was the speed of the big guys up front, Chris.
And
when Chris hit that whistle, you know he rolling.
no, because I definitely saw some of the reels. Like, these D linemen, as they're getting faster and faster as time goes on now. More advanced technology. And it's just incredible. Like, we just have better athletes now than ever before. It's just, they're faster now, they're stronger. It's just incredible how, crazy athletic these modern athletes are nowadays.
It is, and it is impressive, when you look at guys, and I want to say, was it Zane Brown?
Mm-hmm.
He first and foremost weighed 308, but ran a 4.8 40.
That big boy moving.
You think about, so for scouts, that's unusual. So now in the GMs,
Zane
Durant. Sorry, I said I think James Brown. Zane Durant.
From Penn State.
University. Weighed in at 308.
4.75.
4.75. So, I mean, I think that was the first one was the 4. That's crazy. That's moving. CL, before we get out of this segment, and again, y'all got to stick around. We're going to be joined by Chris Moses Jr. And look, we're talking about defensive players. Here's a cornerback from Belle Chase off that West Bank, baby. So I can't wait to talk to him about maybe we get his opinion on a lot of this stuff.
Hey, Big Fade, check this out.
Talk to me.
Arvell Reese, edge rusher, 4.46.
And is that the young man from Miami?
That is the man
you
from
talking
Ohio
about-
State.
Ohio State. Oh, yeah.
I think Bain went out there and ran like something crazy. You talking about Ruben Bain? Dog,
True DNs, too. True DNs.
This was one of the funny stories about the weekend. So everybody who's been following the national championship and just watching some of the good teams nationally know about Ruben Bain Jr. from Miami. One of the best rushers this past season as a defensive lineman across the college football. Dude showed up to the combine. I mean, no lining. He had the Carl Winslow popping, just dressed like a regular dude. He said he don't care about nothing but football.
Right.
All you wait up to this
Which is a great statement.
He's getting drafted extreme. That comment got him drafted so high.
Right.
I ain't lying to you. Lastly, here we'll wrap up and CL, I want to come to you on this last one. Harold Perkins made a comment. He said he's a Saints fan. He loves the Saints. He said that will change if the Saints don't draft him. Give me the Saints, if y'all can think off the top of y'all head. I know we got first, second, 2/3?
2/3, 2/4.
So those first 4 picks, do you see the Saints potentially drafting Harold Perkins in one of them? And which one?
I do not.
Oh,
I do not see the Saints drafting Harold Perkins.
You ain't gonna be a Saints fan no more.
No, we might lose a fan this year.
Unfortunately.
It happens. It so happens. what can I say? He's going to be disappointed because we're going to attack the offense. We need to get skilled players around Mr. Shuck, Tyler Shuck to be exact. So I can see us attacking the running back position in the first round of the. Yeah, obviously now everybody knows about Jeremiah Love. You know, clearly that was my draft pick months ago in the first round for the Saints. But now since he ran that 4.36 in the combine, obviously maybe the Jets might grab him or the Cardinals might draft him at fourth. Even Washington might step up and try to grab him. So
almost took that away from me, that credit. I was on Ken Trahan's show earlier today, and I said, man, CL actually disagrees with the Saints drafting Jeremiah Love. But I caught myself. I said, no, you know what? He actually said that first because I wasn't with it at first, but I could see where that could be a fire deal for us. But we're gonna dive a little bit more into the Saints here in segment 3 because I want to, now that the combine is happening, we had a look at the young guys. Who are some potential draft picks to you and little Chris over here? Well, once again, y'all, hold on. I got my swag bag with me. Y'all don't get jealous now.
What you got?
Get it done.
Copy that.
Get Gordon. Yeah, and get it done. Get Gordon. Come on and get it done.
I saw the office this weekend, the Baton Rouge office. I had dinner in Baton Rouge this weekend, a great restaurant. So the office was right around the corner, right off of Corporate.
That's right.
Yeah, great office.
Well, look, if you have been involved in a car accident or injured on the job here in the 504, you got to hit up Gordon McKernan or the Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Get Gordon and get it done. 504-800-8888. And let them know that you heard about them right here on Inside the Trenches. Y'all don't go nowhere because for segment 2, we're going to keep this football talk going. We'll be joined by Mr. Chris Moses Jr. We're going to talk a little bit about...
A lot of Chris's.
Yeah, we got some Chris's in here. We Chris'd out tonight, baby. We got all the Chris's in the building. We're going to talk to him about his last season, just past season at Belle Chase High School and learn a little bit more about him. And look, y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. It's Inside the Trenches, baby, on ESPN Baton Rouge. Hello, somebody. It's time to move your body.
Inside the Trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Limits of your imagination. Create the world as you see it. One letter, one word, one pixel at a time. Move to the rhythm of your own story. Make something more. For him and her and them, for the world. Do what you love. Tell stories like never before in state-of-the-art recording, news, and editing studios. Created just for you. Learn skills that will never expire. Document moments, seconds, frames per second. Turn them into masterpieces. Creativity is more than a lifestyle. Make it a career. Tune into the sounds around you. Those notes, you were always meant to sing them. Creative boundaries, you were always meant to break them. Become the creative professional you are destined to be at the Anchor Institution for the Creative Economy. This is a stage, a world stage. New Orleans, culture rich. Loyola, hands-on access. Make the next move. Perform and work immediately. We do things differently. Use your creativity to impact society. Expand your mind. Be with and for others. Continue your story in the College of Music and Media at Loyola University, New Orleans.
Inside the trenches.
Are you a high school football player who's tired of waiting on college coaches to notice you? What if I told you there's a way to get real colleges to reach out to you with scholarship offers and a financial package? If you are a junior or a senior who is serious about playing football on the next level and having school paid for, well, this video for you. Hello, somebody. Let me introduce myself. My name is Marlon Big Fave Favorite. As a defensive lineman, I won a national championship with LSU in 2007 and then won a Super Bowl championship with the New Orleans Saints in 2009. Today, I'm a part of a broadcasting team who does the pre- and post-game analysis for the LSU Tigers. You might catch me on other media outlets talking sports as well. But here's what I'm mostly passionate about. My real job is running Conquer Sports Professionals. At our New Orleans and Baton Rouge's facilities, we specialize in elite training for high school and college-bound football players. We provide position-specific training, strength and conditioning, and speed training to help our athletes dominate on the field. But that's just part of what we do. The big part of what we do is we help high school football players secure offers to play college football and pay for their education. Here's the reality most players face. High school coaches just don't have enough time to do all the recruiting work that you need. You show up to 7-on-7s and camps, hoping some coaches will notice you out of 500-some kids. What usually happens is you waste your entire weekend because nobody was actually watching you. Most guys just throw their applications into a void, hoping something sticks. That's not strategy. That's gambling with your future. Here's where we're different. We have a network of 1,000 coaches and scouts representing every level of college football from Division I FBS, FCS, Division II, Division III, NAIA, and junior colleges. We start with a complete skill assessment. We discuss your football and your educational goals. Then, based off your talent, we personally contact coaches and scouts who are looking for exactly what you bring to the table. We don't send out emails. We make direct, personal contacts. Why does our approach work so well? Because me and my team here at Conquer has years of experience in the sports world. Our network is broad and vast, and we can get you in front coaches and scouts who can offer you a spot. Here's what this means for you. Number one, you never have to worry about what to say, how to say it, or when to say it. You just show up, play your best, and let the results take care of themselves. Number two, when a coach responds, we personally prep you for each call and visit. We walk you through what to expect, what to say, and how to make a strong first impression. Our team of former NCAA and NFL players manages the outreach, sending and replying to messages every single day. This makes it almost impossible not to get noticed by a college program. But we don't just reach out randomly. We write messages to show real intent, why you like their school, references to their program, and their academic reputation. We make it personal, real, and human. We have direct contacts and relationships with the decision makers. So a coach just don't see a name or a stat. They see you, a player that belongs in their locker room, and they trust that we will only send players that fits their program. Now, I can't cover everything in this short video, but if you like what you heard so far, or if you're even a little bit interested, click the link below and book a call with our team. Worst case scenario, you leave with a clear plan on how to control your recruiting process. Best case scenario, we work together and you sign a college offer with a scholarship. And if it doesn't work, we'll keep on working. We'll find a way to get you somewhere. There are tons of opportunities out there, and we'll help you discover them. So is this worth 30 minutes of your time? Absolutely. The only real risk is doing nothing and watching another season go by without hearing from a school you should be playing for. Even if you're unsure or on the fence, book a call anyway. The application just takes minutes. And if we can't help you, we'll let you know right away. Click the link below and we'll see you on the call. Hello, somebody.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Oh, somebody. It's time to move your body. Welcome back to Inside the Trenches. It is your host, Marlon, Big Fave Favorite, and I hope y'all are enjoying the show. We want to take this time right now and thank our guests, baby. Thank our sponsors. I've been saying guests. Thank our guests, too, for coming on the show.
Got a lot of guests.
But thank our sponsor, Health Nut System, Dr. Kendra. We appreciate you for all you do for the show.
Thank you, Doc.
Couple of testimonies she got coming up when she come on the show. Her new weight loss product is off the chain. Like the one we did, the Speed Up 365 was great, but she said she got one for us. All natural, too. And I think our next guest will appreciate this. We also have the pre-workout drinks and the post-workout drinks. So y'all need to visit stillbody.org right now. Don't wait no more time. Y'all go right now, stillbody.org. Leave a little note. Let them know that you heard about them right here on Inside the Trenches, and Dr. Kendra will keep you rolling. Well, I'm so glad that y'all are enjoying the show. We appreciate y'all, and feel free to subscribe not only to ESPN Baton Rouge, but Inside the Trenches with Marlon Favorite. Great content, great guests like we always have. Our next guest is the class of 2027, baby. Right there out of Plaquemine Parish. If you come way down there on the West Bank, baby, where all the ballers are at down there. Defensive back at Belle Chase High School. Y'all give us a nice Inside the Trenches welcome to Chris Moses Jr. Yeah, check him out, check it out. Now, see, I know your family, bro. I have the privilege of knowing your cousins, and the second I saw you, I'm like, boy, this dude look just like Kalen Parker. Kalen played at his first cousin played at Belle Chase as well, played out at Dartmouth, did some time out of college ball. But I wanna get to know you. Talk to us about like not only your experience at Belle Chase High School, but you know what it's like playing cornerback here in high school Louisiana football.
Yeah, my experience at Belle Chase has been good. I mean, Belle Chase, you know, it's a small town. You grow up with all the people you know, so it's been good. And playing DB at Belle Chase has been good too. You know, the D lineman we just had, Savion and Logan, kind of made our job easier for us. So that was helpful. But yeah, overall it's been good.
It's been good, huh, baby boy?
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming for you to make it to Inside the Trenches on ESPN, so I want to personally welcome you. What's your goals coming into your senior year?
My goals coming my senior year, one, make it to state. That's one. Probably get about 4 interceptions.
Okay.
Really, just overall be better from last year, because I feel like I feel like I could did way better than what I did, but yeah, that's really it.
I was checking out your stats. Last year you had, 19 pass breakups, 30-plus tackles. I saw something, and I don't want this to be discouraging because it shouldn't be. And I'm gonna do some name dropping after this, but the 0 interceptions. Now, it's tons of ways to be effective as a cornerback.
Right.
Making tackles, like you said, pass breakup. I checked your tape out.
Yeah, 19 is a lot.
Definitely. And you had a couple of close calls on the picks, but making the plays. Is that something that's really motivating you this year? Is that like one of the top things on your goal list to put the numbers up with interceptions?
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know, my dad been on me about having to get one my whole high school career. So, yeah, I feel like most definitely I could definitely get interceptions this year. But, I mean, I think, me personally, I don't think if I don't force it, it's going to come to me eventually. Just keep on doing my assignments and stuff, and it's one going to fall in my hands eventually. So, yeah, just don't rush it. It's going to come to me eventually.
It's definitely going to come to you, young man. And anybody that gets 19 pass breakups, it's obvious if you're a scout, if you're a DB coach in college football, anybody that gets 19 pass breakups, you're getting at your hands on the ball. You know, sometimes they say the reason why DBs play DB and not wide receiver is because their hands are not as good as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So you don't have anything to worry about. I realize that you're a team guy. Is there anything else, any other positions that you think you can help the team, Belle Chase that is, moving forward in your senior year, since you're so prolific at outside corner?
Yeah, I was talking to coach about playing both sides of the playing, maybe getting some reps at running back and wide receiver this year, and punt returner. So, yeah, I think I could be effective on both sides of the ball.
I do as well.
If y'all are just tuning in to Inside the Trenches, baby, we're joined by Belle Chase defensive back Chris Moses Jr. Y'all be sure to follow him on, I forgot to get your IG.
On IG, my name is C.Moses15. It's the same on everything. Snapchat, same C
That
Moses
snap,
15.
baby.
Yeah.
Snapping.
What's your favorite social media outlet?
Probably I would say Instagram. Instagram,
yeah.
TikTok count.
TikTok, yeah, that's up there.
Instagram and TikTok, yeah, that's probably my top stuff.
So talk to us about your off season, man. How the off season training been? Lifting weights, doing some football drills. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, well, I also did basketball, so basketball season just ended, so I really just been getting back into the football stuff and everything. But
What you played in basketball?
Point guard.
Okay.
Okay,
Point
point.
guard, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, I just been getting back into football stuff because I was gonna take a break away from it from a little bit and come back. But yeah, I've been hitting the weights and stuff, doing my drills. Yeah, still.
Yeah, just the regular. Hey, we in March. You got about another month and some change before y'all get into spring ball.
Right.
So it's just really prepping yourself.
Right.
Definitely.
I didn't know that about basketball. You should have told me.
Yeah, I didn't know you was
check
hooping.
y'all out. No doubt.
Right.
No doubt.
That's tight.
I'll
So
check y'all next year though.
how was your season? How'd you do? With your average?
I mean,
what?
it was cool, but me first, I'm more of a. I like to pass the ball and score and just play defense because
Yeah.
that's really all I know. But
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah, like passing the ball, that's one of my main things I like to do.
See, that's that unselfish. That's that unselfish teammate
what
that
you
I
look for
spoke
right
of
there.
earlier. So let's be selfish now.
All right.
Let's think about, since you're going into your senior year, what are some of your dream schools that you would like to attend? What are some of the coaches that you would like to look into the camera since you are sitting here on ESPN? Which one of the schools that you would like to have come down Highway 23 in Belle Chase and come speak to you at your school, at your respective school?
All right. My top on my list, that would be UL, Coastal Carolina, North Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in Dallas. I was around there.
Yeah, but most definitely UL for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, close to home always matter.
Now let me let you know now. Coach Falk is at Southern now.
Yeah.
Coach Falk
yes.
is at
Southern
Southern.
too. Southern
Okay.
too.
Yeah, hey, that's not bad.
Not at all.
And when you look at defensive back, CL is one of them positions you're putting yourself up to where if a coach want to move him to safety, you can play safety, backside, front side, corner, all special teams. So I think that's key. Speaking of special teams, what was your involvement on special teams? Where you mainly at?
Well, this year I ain't play no special team. I just played strictly DB.
Come
and
on.
And they had me at gunner like here and there. But yeah, I just played strictly DB this year.
Any slot?
But they was talking to me about maybe playing slot this year a little bit.
We're
too.
not on offense, like covering the slot.
No. So yeah, covering slot.
Yeah.
DB
Yeah.
slot corner.
Yeah.
Did you get any reps at safety? Yeah, outside
All
for
corner.
sure.
Yeah, that's
And the reason why I bring up Coach Falk, because if anybody knows the story about Marshall Falk, obviously he played at Culver University, Culver High School in the Lower Ninth Ward. Obviously, I'm from the Lower Ninth Ward, so Marshall Falk is probably one of the greatest people to come from the Lower Ninth Ward. Not excluding myself, of course. But no, he no school all schools wanted him to play DB. And the one school that was going to allow him to play running back was San Diego State. So knowing that you have a chance to play running back this year and kind of move around a little bit, that's why I kind of wanted to put him on your radar and actually put you on his radar, because I'm sure Coach is watching right now. So, Coach Falk, you have a DB waiting for you.
Definitely. And I want to talk about recruiting, which if y'all are just tuning in Inside the Trenches, we're joined by a defensive back out of Belle Chase High School, Chris Moses Jr. Y'all be sure to follow him. Well, I'm going to put it at the bottom of the show because he had like a couple dots in there. What was it, 15 dots?
Come on.
On IG is C.Moses15, Snapchat C.Moses1015, and TikTok is Chris want him.
Yeah, Chris won him. Yeah. Himothy, you know what I'm saying? That's him. Yeah, so definitely. First I'm gonna ask you, do you have any current offers or interest from some schools?
Nah.
Okay. That brings a different hunger. You know, I watched the tape. You know, you definitely got the coverage skills. You know, you read the ball pretty good.
Your recovery skills are very good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I guess my question for recruiting, do you have any like camps or any things you're going to be going to here in the next couple of months?
Yeah, me and my dad was talking about going to obviously like all the local camps like UL, maybe go to like LSU or something. But we was talking about it really don't make no sense to go outside right now if the people in the state don't know me yet. So I'm working on probably get my name known in the state. Then we can move on like going outside the state, going to other camps and stuff. So yeah, get my name established in like the state, then I'm gonna go out to like all those other camps and stuff.
Well, they know you now, baby boy.
Yeah.
You on ESPN. They know you now.
Yeah. So I mean, you got
Well, now that they know you
Mm-hmm.
now that they know what position you play, we know your goals for this year. We know that you wanna, you're a team guy and you're ready to play other things on offense. What's the ideal season for you next year? What's the ideal season for you that you will be satisfied with? Because I know you wasn't satisfied with last year, even though you had 30 tackles, 19 pass breakups, 2 forced fumbles. What is the ideal season for you that you'll be satisfied with, young Moses?
Ideal season for me, one, most def state championship. That's one for me.
oh yeah.
Definitely get about 3 or more picks. And really, like, I want to see all my other teammates succeed, too. That's what I want to see. If we could get that, because last year I feel like we should have been in state, too, because we was 1 game away from state.
Okay.
So if we could...
Deep playoff run.
Yeah, if we could get that accomplished, that would be everything for me. Because, I grew up with all those guys I'm playing with. So if I could just see us all get to that goal, that would mean a lot for me.
That's what's up, baby.
Yeah.
So I was getting some reports from one of y'all's playoff games. One of our players with Conquer Sports plays at West Feliciana. My boy Addison Scott, he was like, man, we had to come down there, play Belle Chase, and say y'all put up a big-time fight, which is cool. You watch a lot of NFL football, college football, too?
For sure.
Who your top cornerbacks? Like, if you had to name 2 guys,
My top cornerback, for sure, Minnesota Lane and probably Avion Terrell. That's my top 2.
All right. So you picked the college and pro guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah. I would like to see the Saints get Minnesota Lane at 8, though.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Now, we're actually going to talk about that next segment. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind picking him. I really wouldn't. The only issue is he probably won't make it to 8.
Yeah.
And then we have to kind of focus on offense. Last year we had Riley, which was a special teams guy. He became a starting corner. We got him on a cheap. We got him as your GM. We got him on a cheap rookie deal. If I'm not mistaken, a 4th, 5th year pick. So I mean, 4th, 5th round pick. So we got him on a cheap deal, and we still have Kool-Aid on it. So. Don't be surprised if we do go DB in the first round, it'll probably be one of them crazy safeties. I won't give off which one it is, but it'll probably be the safety.
Now, we are going to talk about that next, but it's almost like best available.
Yeah, you could do that.
What you need, right? Yeah. If Love is there at 8, nobody touched him.
I'm turning in a card myself.
You can turn in a card. So yeah, y'all stick around. We're gonna talk a little bit more about the draft. When you think back to, how can I say this? The season. When you go back to this past football season, defining moments, what you think your best game was?
My best game? Let me think. My best game, I would probably say the Shaw game. For sure, the Shaw game.
Oh, Shaw?
Yeah.
Now y'all played Shaw. What that was? That was
week 8 or 9, one of the 2.
Okay.
And then y'all went to Shaw.
No, Shaw came to us.
Yeah, that's right. Shaw did come to y'all. I remember I was Mike Turner. I was talking to him about that. We ate something else I wanted to ask you too.
You guys beat them, right?
Yeah. 14-0.
14 what?
None.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can say it again. Because they went to the state championship.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But y'all beat them 14-0.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
That's great. Shaw did go to the state championship.
Look like the wrong people went to the state championship, huh?
And
you can say it, see? You can say it.
But
it's all good.
That is a question, though. Do y'all switch to select in the playoffs? Like, how did that go with y'all?
We was in non-select. Shaw and them was in select.
Right.
Yeah.
But didn't y'all play? I don't know. I'm talking to all these different people. I just so much stuff changes up. Spring schedule. When y'all spring game is, who y'all play in the spring game? Talk to us about that.
All right. I don't know when our spring game is, but I know who we play. We play Ponchatoula at Ponchatoula. Yeah.
Okay, that should be a pretty good game.
Yeah.
I think I know. I think Ponchatoula has a pretty decent running back or something like that, huh?
I don't know. Yeah,
right. Just tackling.
Yeah.
So, speaking of tackles, 2 forced fumbles. Was that just happened to happen, or that's something that you actually did? Did you peanut punch him? Did you hit him real hard?
All right, so
Talk to me.
the story behind that,
Come on.
my dad, he was
Moses
like,
Senior, Chris Moses Senior.
Yeah.
From Etna. Okay, come on.
He used to be always on about like if I ain't getting like picks, I gotta make an impact somewhere else. So
That's true.
He used to always send me these tapes on like how I was tiring. Matthew at LSU used to always get the strips, the peanut punch. Like we used to go over it in the yard and like how I just used to punch it out and like that's really the story behind that. Yeah.
Okay.
So had to find a way to make impact without if I ain't getting picks, I'm gonna find a way how to make an impact somewhere else.
The Badger effect, you know what I'm saying? Defensive guys.
Well, when you're right, you're right. The truth don't care where the truth don't care where it come from, and he's right, brother. You are an impact player, and you keep it up.
Appreciate it.
Definitely. Man, it's so much going into that senior year. It's like it's gonna fly by. Like that time frame just goes right by, and you went to like 3 or 4 camps. You done went through all your senior stuff. Y'all's next year's schedule. What games you highlighting for next season? What games you looking forward to?
We play Lakeshore. That's one. Shaw again.
Okay.
Shaw. We play 35. And I forgot what else we play. I forgot, but those 3 for sure.
That's gonna be some big time games.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the games you're gonna get some picks in, huh? Yeah, you like that? Look at him.
Make sure you get a pick in that 35 game, because your pops used to coach at 35.
Right.
So make sure you do that for him.
All right. For sure.
So, all right, what we like to do on the show, first and foremost, man, thank you so much for coming on.
By all means.
Glad to be here.
What we like to do on the show, that's your camera right there. You're going into your senior year, you're now an upperclassman. It's a Pee Wee football defensive back that want to be a playmaker. Give him some advice. Talk to that young man.
Really, just gotta have that dog mindset. Like, you the best on the field. Nobody can tell you different. Always try and find work. If you ain't, like my offense, if you ain't getting picks, always try and find out how to make a difference doing something else. Now it's tackles, fumbles, anything. So yeah, just have that dog mindset that you the best on the field. That's it.
I like it. Gotta be a dog. Well,
Got to.
he's Chris Moses Jr., number 6 on the field. Make sure he's number 1 in y'all heart. Y'all follow Belle Chase. Y'all check out his huddle too. You just type in Chris Moses Jr. on Google, Google.com. Pop up, click the huddle. You won't be disappointed. Definite playmaker.
What's
you
your
will
number?
be entertained.
6.
6, right? Yeah.
You going wear 6 again this year?
That's why I said number 6 on the field, number 1 in your heart.
We just want to make sure. Because you know the
Right,
boys
they
like to switch it up on
Yeah,
us.
they switch
So
it
we
up
just
on
wanted to make sure so we know how to look out for you and your senior year, baby boy.
And look, man, when you 2-3 picks up next season, for game 5, we call you, come on the show, don't get big time on us now.
Come on.
Well, y'all be sure to check that huddle out. And, hey, y'all don't go nowhere. Look, before we take our break, we want to thank our sponsor, Dr. Kendra, over at Health Nut System. Remember, if you're trying to get right, you know, Memorial Day coming up this summer, y'all want to have y'all shirt on or y'all belly out and stuff like that, go to stillbody.org, stillbody.org. Let them know that you heard about them right here on Inside the Trenches. But wait, I told y'all we back. It's a year later. Gave y'all a little sample last time.
Come on.
We're going to keep this thing going. We got Kevin, Sonny, Gullage. Going to drop
Sonny
some flames.
The
for us.
Sonny Gullage.
The Sonny Gullage, right
Okay.
here.
Blues player.
Come on now. Blues player. And we want to thank United Studio Technologies, this great equipment.
Definitely.
I can't wait to watch. Chris, you ready to check this out? Ready to check this out?
Come on, we'll check it out.
Y'all go ahead and check out our musical break right here on Inside the Trenches, baby. Hello, somebody.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Hey everybody, this is Kevin Sonny Gullage, and I'm here using United Studios technologies, as well as helping out with ESPN Baton Rouge with Inside the Trenches, and I think I have a little bit of music to share from my upcoming album, Everything Between. So, I guess here I go. I won't say goodbye. I know I'll see you again. And you can't deny we're meant to be way more than friends. We could try and try, but it would just turn out the same. We can separate, but we come back and play the same games. And I love missing you. There's no better feeling, I know. I love missing you. And I think that you love it too. I think chances are what's meant to be will be. 'Cause I know there's no one else who could ever satisfy me. Look into my eyes, and I'll look into your eyes too. Even if we walk away, this love won't ever be through. 'Cause I love missing you. There's no better feeling, I know. I love missing you. And I think that you love it, fussing and fighting, running and crying. This has become our routine. You leave and I stay. We come back the next day. We do it again. And I start to think that I love missing you. There's no better feeling, I know. I love missing you. And I think that you love it too. I love missing you. There's no better feeling, I know. I love missing you. And I think that you love it. Well, that's one of the songs from the new album, Everything Between. Oh, I love that one. I think I'll share one more if that's okay. Let me just sort of mess around here. This one is actually the title track from the album. It's Everything Between. It goes something like this. You need me, and I need you. This could be a love that's true. I'm not perfect, but I will try my best to
love you until I die. If you let me, I swear you'll see the best, my worst, and everything between. We start laughing and then we cry. I swear I'm staying right by your side. If I get angry, don't think it means that I don't love you. You're still part of me. As long as you love me, you'll always be the sky, my earth, and everything between. As long as you love me, I'll give you what you need. My heart, my soul, and everything between. I'll give you my heart, my soul, my everything, and everything between. And everything between. And everything between.
Thank you. How you feeling?
That's what's up.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Welcome back, beautiful people. Monday Fun Day, y'all know we love it here. It's Inside the Trenches. We're live here on ESPN Baton Rouge's YouTube. And big shout out to all of our viewers out there in Baton Rouge, too. I know we have our growing audience down here in New Orleans, but big ups to y'all. Sure. CL was actually just sharing a story with me off air about one of our listeners. So you say you were off corporate and ran into like a basically a fan of the show.
Yeah, of course, it's Monday Brain. A young man name is running from me, but he works at the gas station right there on the corner of Corporate and Perkins. And he was just actually, he wasn't watching the show. His partners was watching the show, and he just happened to turn his head and look at it. And then obviously he noticed me in the gas station last Saturday. But he said, I asked him, how did he like the show? And his exact words said, it's smooth.
All right.
So, I took that as a compliment, Jeremy.
Well, you got to look at it. You and Chris got the little swag hats on, the glass head, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just smooth operators. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, as long as my mama love me.
That's all that matters. All right. Something that has to be smooth through operations is the Saints in the draft this year.
Sure.
No doubt. I do think we're going to see this team fulfill most of their upfront needs in regards to offense and defensive line in preseason. In pre-draft.
Yeah.
I do think we will see a lot of that then. With that being said, CL, I think I come to you first.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, you know what? We're going to go to Lil Chris first.
Okay.
We're going to go to Lil Chris first because you mentioned off air that you were checking out some guys from the draft. Excuse me, I keep saying draft. It's really Monday in real life. Some guys from the combine based off position needs. So would you say one of the top Saints needs right now is running back?
Absolutely. With Jeremiah Love, I would love to get Jeremiah Love in the first round, maybe like at round 8. Oh, my God. He is so fast. He ran a 4.36. My goodness, he is so fast. But I would definitely love to get Jeremiah Love at 8. But if not Jeremiah Love, then I wouldn't mind Elcarnell Tate or Jordan Tyson from USC at receiver. That would be pretty nice as well. And then maybe like in the second round, we can get like an interior offensive lineman. I think that would be pretty nice. And then I think our other needs is linebackers as well. I love Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech. Ruben Bain from Miami. So just to throw in some names out there, I love them. And yeah, I think that's some of the needs that we need right now.
I'm with that, and I just kind of want to echo on what you're talking about in regards to the type of players that we bring in for the draft. I do feel like, and I say this a lot, when you look at teams like the Saints, here's a team that started to develop team chemistry. They started to be able to get a rhythm at the end of the year. So it's like, how could we build off of that? We do know that at the guard position, there's a need. But no one's going to draft a guard first pick overall.
Not at all.
They're not going to do that. So you will go address, you go get a proven guard in free agency.
Absolutely.
We got next Monday coming up. We'll spend a little more time next Monday on guys in free agency.
And free agency is coming up.
Yeah.
March 11th.
We're here. Actually, we just
March
rolled
11th.
into some, I want to see, earlier I saw that it was a deal between the Detroit Lions for David Montgomery and was it the Texans?
The Texans, yeah. So, unfortunately, Joe Mixon has some type of mystery injury with the foot, and he wasn't really able to perform this year, which was pretty much the key, in my opinion, to the Texans' offensive sputtering, because they didn't have that running back. Now, they had a young back that did good, and obviously Nick Chubb filled in respectfully. But the Houston Texans make a trade for Knuckles, if you will.
Say Knuckles.
David Montgomery for a fourth, a fifth, and a seventh future pick. The only issues maybe might be Mr. Montgomery is 29 years old. But for what they need him to do, which is bring a hammer and balance to the offense in Houston, he's definitely a viable option for that. I've always not been a fan of C.J. Stroud. I did not take pleasure of him having the worst playoff game probably I've ever seen.
bad.
That was horrible.
I just want to let that be known. I did not take pleasure in that. I know that some of his weapons were missing. You just can't turn over the football like that. I'm glad that he cut his hair. I'm glad that he's getting off of podcasts and maybe focusing a little more on football and not the outside distractions. So I expect to see better things from Mr. Stroud next year. But Mr. Montgomery definitely will help his situation. That's for sure.
Yeah, because, I mean, Houston, I know we're talking about the Saints, but Houston is a team defensively they stack.
They have the best defense in football.
Yeah, like if you ask me who had the best defense in the playoffs, it was Houston, and then probably Seattle would probably come.
They're
second.
like neck and neck to me.
Right.
Seattle and Houston.
Both good, solid.
I think
coach
Houston
well.
is better.
Houston is a little better.
Yeah, Hunter on the edge with Will Anderson on the edge.
In the corners,
You got your
Derek
boy.
Stingley.
Yeah. You even have Shelton Rankins in the middle with that push up front. So the D line is biting. And obviously Danielle Hunter, nobody talks about Danielle Hunter. He had 15 sacks this year, and he didn't even make it to the Pro Bowl. So, there's talent all over that defense. Obviously, DeMarco Ryans, a former linebacker for the Houston Texans, is the head coach right now. He's a baller. He knows ballers when he sees them.
Absolutely.
He just needs to get healthy on offense because Nicole Collins, the wide receiver, still was out with that nasty knee injury. So a lot of weapons were away from the offense offensively for Houston. I think they'll be better next year. It's not because they invited me to the rodeo. I just think that they'll be better next year, and we'll see.
Yeah, we do have to look at, in regards to New Orleans, we do have to look at how important it is for them to really protect the interior of that offensive line with Shuck. You have a quarterback that's getting into his rhythm. I do think time has expired for Cesar Ruiz.
Oh, for sure.
It's like Weezy probably going to be out of here.
Yeah, I got to get him out of there.
So you do have to find somebody of his caliber that may be a better fit. What I mean by that is, in regards to his time, years, his experience. Also, I look at when healthy, Eric McCoy is a dog.
Sure.
But we're still talking about the interior of that offensive line. The edge is fine.
For the next 10 years.
Fuaga and Banks, those dudes are going to be Pro Bowlers for the next couple of years. So we're fine there. Showing up that interior line. You don't need to get younger on that interior line. You do need to get more experience and more durable. With that being said, I want to go on the defensive side of the line. I can't express how important it is to have a decent edge rusher. So when Chris had, a decent rusher, whether you come and bring middle pressure or edge pressure, is important to have a dog. Aaron Donald spent most of his time on the interior. They would get creative and move Aaron Donald, but we know he's getting after the quarterback. Myles Garrett happens to come in the form of as an edge rusher. So I say edge or interior lineman, just somebody that could get after the ball. Don't think he'll be there at 8, but if something crazy happens and Reuben Banks Jr. is there at 8, you can't pass up on a type of defensive player like that. No. Now, CL, I definitely was talking to you. And we could talk about, we got Mario Jerez, does Spanish radio with the Pelicans. He's going to come talk a little Pels with us after, but I want to ask him about the Saints as well on the defensive side of the ball. We talked about Harold Perkins having a desire to play for the Saints, and if they don't draft him, he's not going to be a fan anymore. Mickey Loomis, you better listen to that. I think Harold's serious. He's a real one. But in regards to bringing in the right pieces on the defensive side of the ball, on all 3 levels, we got to pay attention to. Now, the 2 things I'm going to talk to you about, CL, and then we got about another 2 minutes here, 3, and you might need a little more win time. You got backside corner, and you do have defensive player. My thing is, if Mansour Delane is sitting there at 8, you have to get him. Oh, yeah. If Bang is sitting there at 8, you have to get him. Those type of impact young players are going to be huge on this team. What you think, CL NOLA Roller?
Well, we know Mr. Delaney because obviously he played for LSU. We know that we need to shore up that backside of that defense. We did bring back Blackman, which he went out last year early. We actually saw him at training camp. So,
man, you hungry, boy? Ordering food already?
Yeah, I know you see that. Huh? That's crazy.
We're almost done, baby. Mario will get us in and out of here.
We do have to address defensive back. I know a lot of people get on Mickey Loomis and have their opinions about Mickey, but last year's draft was unbelievable.
And I was literally just
last year's draft
about
was unbelievable.
that to Mario.
You have your first round pick. You have Banks. Banks will be slotted in at left tackle for the next 10 years. You get your starting quarterback in the second round. You end up getting a rookie corner that you thought was going to be just a special teams guy in Riley. He ends up being an outside starting corner. You have Shanker, which you thought was going to be a backup safety. Tyron ups and retires. So he gets forced into the starting job. He does a great job.
Got his first career interception against Josh Allen.
Got his first interception early in the season. So the draft was actually good this year. But moving on to this draft, once again, I don't see these young men being here. There's a certain safety at Ohio State. Styles is his name.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
And I don't see him getting past 3, but just by the grace of God, if he falls, because now – and I'll tell y'all, and I don't never have a problem telling y'all I told you so. Months ago, I wanted Jeremiah Love. Months ago, I talked about Mr. Love. And now that he's tested out at the Combine, now he's on the lips of everybody in America. So it's quite possible that he doesn't make it to the 8th pick of the New Orleans Saints, which if he doesn't, that means other guys that deserve to go before him or would consider going before him would drop. So if a Styles from Ohio State safety would drop to us at number 8, I think it's a no-brainer to get him, and we'll play him with Shanker. We also do still have Reed and Blackman coming back, but that depth is what we need because obviously we took a lot of hits at safety this year. So I'm more concerned at the safety position. I would like to address the defensive end position as well, but not so early in the draft, even though there's a lot of D ends, a lot of proven D ends, but there's also a D tackle in Moulton, number 99 for the University of Miami that I was very impressed with in the national championship game. He really gets push up the middle. I would have no problem getting him in the second round, which we have a high second round pick. But obviously, me being your GM, I could go on and on for days.
Yeah, and we're gonna have an opportunity to talk about the draft because I mean, now that pro days are coming up, we have visits coming up. We have a number of things that have to take place here in regards to these players getting their look. So I mean, we're gonna kind of see what direction teams are leaning, but. I mean, as we wrap here, I would say, yes, we do need a big target receiver, and we do, and or a big target tight end. I think that's something if it's available, if the best tight end is
Sadiq from Oregon.
For sure.
That's who I want.
For sure.
But you
he's
see
the
how
best tight end in football, in college football.
For sure.
But you see, if he's there, go get him.
Right.
If
I
Bang
couldn't
is
get him
there-
at 8, though. I know I could get him in the second round. We have a high pick in the second round.
Yeah.
I couldn't get him at 8.
Well, you may have to get the second best because he might be gone. Now, if tight end is in a high need in the draft, I do think we're going to have a run on edge rushers. We'll have a run on left tackles. But I don't know. We'll see. But this is what we'll do. We're going to take a quick break. Y'all be sure to not go anywhere. We want to take this time to thank Conquer Sports Pros for all that they do for the show. Remember, visit csportspros.com if you're looking to get recruiting assistance, if you're looking to get training here locally in New Orleans and Baton Rouge. We train in both areas. And, hey, if you want to be a guest on our show, if you think you're a top recruit, top high school player, hit us up over at Conquer Sports Pros, and we would love to get y'all guys going. Y'all don't go anywhere because we're playing basketball. Boom, 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 boom. We're playing basketball. I'm having fun Monday night here. We have Mario Jerez join and talk a little Pelicans, baby.
What the Pelicans?
What the Pelicans? We didn't sit here and talk all this football with y'all. I might ask Mario a couple questions about the Saints, as we mentioned before. But we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right here on ESPN Baton Rouge, baby. It's Inside the Trenches. Hello, somebody.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Wow, we came back right quick, didn't we? Yes, indeed, it is Inside the Trenches. Welcome back, welcome back. We want to take this time to thank all of our sponsors. You know you gotta get going, and get it done. Y'all make sure y'all visit or call if you any injuries, car accidents, injured at work. Hit us up 504-800-8888, and the Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys will get right with you. Y'all know Gordon get it done. Hey, Conquer Sports Pros, baby. csportspros.com. Visit C Sports right now. If there's any recruiting assistance you need any assistance with training, defensive linemen. We've been working with the edge rushers. We're talking about the Saints drafting the edge rushers. Come get better over at Conquer Sports Pros. And last but certainly not least, baby, got to take care of that body when you move that body. Hello, somebody. Y'all have to visit stillbody.org. Stillbody.org. Health Nut System. Dr. Kendra will get you together. We talked about the sea moss, the different flavors. I can't wait till she bring the Georgia peach flavor over here, that strawberry.
Georgia peach.
Looking forward to that as well. We have the pre-workout shakes for the athletes. All our athletes, you need your pre-workouts, post-workout shapes. You need to lose weight. We got, you don't want to get the shots. Tablets will get you right too, baby. Holla at Dr. Kendra. She's supposed to be joining us this month on the show. Gonna bring some samples over. I can't wait to try them out. And you should too. Visit stillbody.org. Well, our next guest is no stranger to the show. Y'all have seen him on the show so many times. Whether we're talking Saints Spanish radio, we're talking Pelicans Spanish radio, them Tigers, baby. I know he's going to have a lot to say about Coach Lane Kiffin this year. Our next guest is none other than Mario Jerez. Mario, welcome back to Inside the Trenches, my brother.
Big fave. Hello, somebody. Hola, alguien. Good to be back, man. Love coming on the show. Every iteration of the show, whether it's radio, YouTube, podcast, you've held it down here on Inside the Trenches for a long time. I'm glad to be a small part of it.
Man, I'm so appreciative of you for that, my brother, as well. Man, we got so much to get into. I know we got a lot of Pels to talk. I guess my first question for you, how is it doing the Pel Spanish radio now?
Oh, it's great. And I know I've come on here and kind of criticized the Pelicans at times, rightfully so. But I'm very grateful that they have this Spanish broadcast. They've kept it going the last 4 years. They've really made an effort to have a presence in the Latin American community here. And I know the season hasn't been the best, but things are looking up now. They're playing slightly better. And I'm excited to call any kind of basketball games. I was in Hammond today doing the girls' state championship games, so that was a lot of fun. And it's a good warm-up for this Sunday. I'll be on the call for Pelicans versus Wizards, so looking forward to that.
For sure.
How much of a blessing? What a blessing. First of all, Mario, Super Mario, you are one of my favorite guests to come in, brother, because I love the Pelicans. I know a lot about the Pelicans, but I can truly say that one person that knows more about the Pelicans is you, brother, and I really appreciate you coming on. We did have a 4-game winning streak. Then obviously we lost against the Clippers. How do you view the team now that DeJounte has come back, and what do you see the team and moving forward in these last 20 games?
You know, CL, I'm glad you brought up DeJounte, actually, because he made some comments right after he got back. And he was talking about making a play-in push and not just wanting to collect money and sit on the bench and stuff like that. And at the time, it kind of seemed like lip service, but excluding that game against the Clippers last night, credit to them, the Pelicans have been playing a lot better. And they're, frankly, trying a lot harder. Like the first game we did on the Spanish broadcast, Zion Williamson had 2 blocks and a steal just in like the first minute of a quarter. And stats like that have been somewhat common the last few games. Like the stats don't pop out individually. It's not like one guy has had a dominant run, but as a team, they're playing a lot better. So whether you're paying to watch them or getting paid to cover them, if you pay attention to the Pelicans, if you watch every game, you know that there's been a tangible improvement.
It has. I remember when we were doing the NBA draft, you and I and Truck, we were at Boomtown, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And we drafted Jeremiah Fears. And we were like, oh, man, he's a pretty good guard. Man, he's going to get a lot of burn. Now we're looking at this season, even when that 4-game winning streak that CL was talking about, he was averaging right at about 13 points a game.
Right.
How do you see him, as we try to make that push for the final spots for the playoffs as we move forward? How do you see him partaking?
He's steady. I think he's been really good. Definitely has improved from the start of the year. I think him and Derek Queen both just need to kind of practice better habits. And that's one thing I've appreciated about Borrega, because a lot of people, I'm sure even on this show, say, why isn't Queen getting more minutes? Why is DeAndre Jordan in the starting lineup over him? Why isn't Fears in at the end of the game? The reality is they just haven't developed good habits on the floor, and mostly on defense. Both of those guys, I think, kind of have a long way to go. but you see the flashes of potential. And these next 2 months to finish out the season are going to be very important for those guys. Obviously, not having a first-round pick next year, you see the potential with them and you see the improvement, but I'd like to see a little bit more progress, and I'd like to see them earn those minutes by the end of the season. For what it's worth, I'm glad that Borrego isn't just giving it to them. So hopefully they're developing those better habits, and by the end of the season, you'll be really excited for year 2 for both of those guys.
This guy is so on it. I like I said, I just love when he comes through. You know, everybody knows Zion. Everybody knows Trey Murphy. Everybody knows the rookies with Queen and Fears. My personal MVP of the team this year is Saddiq Bey. Tell the people that are not too familiar with Saddiq, tell them, what do you see when you see Saddiq play every night?
See him playing the best basketball of his career, and he's somebody who can always score. If you look into his stats, he's been a double-digit scorer every time that he entered, every year since he's entered the league. But he had that 42-point game the other night, right? And everybody's talking about that, but they don't talk about the 7 assists that he also had. That shows that he's capable of impacting the game in different ways. And the Pelicans seem to have a lot of talent on this team, not even just talking about Saddiq Bey in the front court, but they're going to have a lot of important decisions to make this offseason. You have a lot of guys with a lot of high trade value. You have some guys on expiring contracts. Saddiq Bey is definitely an example of that. And it's been a lot of good individual performances, but it's on whoever the head coach is going to be, and it's on this front office to make all of that mesh. But in an offseason where a lot of people have criticized Joe Dumars, that might actually end up being a really good trade. And people thought the centerpiece for giving up C.J. McCollum would be Jordan Poole. He's kind of been a disaster. He's kind of out there playing street ball. I said that on the Spanish broadcast. But Saddiq Bey came back in that trade. He's been a very pleasant surprise. To your point, definitely the most consistent Pelican this season, if not the best.
Yeah. We had a lot of hype behind Misi as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yves Misi. Yves Saint Laurent. He's coming off of the bench, and I thought he was obviously with the push of, I was about to say Jeremiah Fears, Queen. 2 young guys. How is his role with the Pels now, especially as we get into this part of the season?
Well, he's been injured, and he's going to come back in the next couple of weeks, which is big. And you really had to credit DeAndre Jordan. I know he's not a part of this team's future or anything like that, and I've said this broadcasting the games, his ability to just stay ready is very impressive. And obviously, whenever Misi is going to come back, those are going to be his minutes. So it's up to make up for that lost time. And it's hard for some guys. They have a really good rookie year, but second year, the book's kind of out. Hopefully that doesn't happen with Tyler Shuck in the football world. I know y'all love to talk football. But with Ease, it's kind of just been hard with his injury. And unfortunately, these next few months, he's got to have a lot of ground to make up. If not, he is definitely in danger of losing his spot.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, shouts out to all the young Pelicans. I'm just grateful for that youth movement that we have. I know Mr. Dumars doesn't get enough credit. He's a very quiet GM, front office guy. I'm not surprised that's what's happening because we do have a collection of talent. But with this last 20 games we have in the season, only being 10 games out of the 10th spot, which would be a play-in spot, how do you see the Pelicans ascending to that 10th spot with these last 20 games?
The fact that it's even a competition, the fact they're even mathematically alive and fans have something to look forward to in that regard is a victory in and of itself. And James Borrego, I think, has done a really good job, not because of his win-loss record, but because you've seen the improvement, and some of that through the injuries. So these next few games going to be very, very important, and they kind of have to play over their heads. Like tomorrow, they're at the LA Lakers. If they're able to win a game there, have Stephen A. Smith and company freaking out on national TV the next day, that would be a victory too. So they just had to gain confidence. And for what it's worth, like I said, I watch all the games. I have to, being on the Spanish broadcast.
So do I.
The team this year versus the team last year, although the records are similar, noticeably better. I swear I'm not just trying to pump sunshine here. I know what the Pelicans' record is. I know they don't have a first-round pick. But if you're paying attention, you do see the improvement, and you do see the individual talent on this team. The cupboard is not totally bare, but they had to make some tough decisions over over the offseason, and they had to try to maximize that talent because they've had 2 really, really bad seasons in a small market. Like it or not, it's time to show something next year, and they had to make the necessary decisions to get there.
If y'all just joined us, baby, y'all are listening to the sounds of Mario Jerez. You've heard him on this show a number of times. Be sure to follow him at Mario_Jerez3.
Oh, no, you got it right. Just Mario_E_Jerez.
Yep, Super Mario, brother, in the building. Again, Spanish radio for the Pels. I mean, we caught him with the Saints, LSU. Did you do Tulane?
Oh, no. Shout out to Corey Glore, though. Very underrated play-by-play man.
Come on, big ups.
He's a good friend, yes.
No doubt.
100. Shouts out for the real ones, right? All right, so I'm just looking at the next few games here for the Pels. Looking at this team when they were on that 4-game stretch, what's the keys to victory moving forward? Like, who has to play better? I know we talked about Yves Misi coming back. He's going to add depth as a big man on the team. But what are some of the keys to victory in these next couple of games for the Pels?
So individually, like I said, you've seen a lot of good things. Collectively, I think they need to do a lot of the little things better, like close out quarters better. The third quarter has been a nightmare for this team, not even just this year, but going back for the longest time.
Right.
So just as a team, making team adjustments, being a little bit more crisp, doing that. Because, like I said, you've seen a lot of good individual performances. So we talked about Zion having big games. We've talked about Sadiq Bey having big games. Trey Murphy's going to be back in the fold here, too. And that might make things harder because you have all these guys playing really well, and you still have to make room for the guys coming back in the rotation. But I just want to see them, honestly, just be a little bit more clutch as a team. They've hung in games this year. They actually have a winning record against the spread. I don't know how much you guys talk gambling here, but I think that's a good barometer of realistic expectations for a team and how they maybe surpass them sometimes. The Pelicans have been able to do that. So ultimately, I know I just said a lot, but the short answer is just win. Can we play 500 ball here towards the end of the season? Can we get to 30 wins or something like that? Just feel good about yourself as a team, not as individual players having good games. Feel good about yourself as a team going into next year.
I like it.
Yeah, we're known. We're so known for not having a great third quarter, and I possibly have a suggestion why. Because when they go back into the locker room back there where everybody sees them going to back, there's a lot of good food back there. That's where I'm at. And
plausible theory.
There's a lot of good food, so they come out a little sluggish in the third quarter. But on a personal note, brother, I was made aware of that you're back on the Spanish broadcast. And for you personally, I know how I felt when I heard that you were back on it. For you personally, how does that feel to be back on the Spanish broadcast for the New Orleans Pelicans?
Oh, it's awesome. Like I said, all the credit in the world to the team. Even when things aren't going very well, they really make an effort to put on that broadcast. They really care about the Latin American community here. And for me, it's an honor. I've been blessed. I've been all over the country, all over the state to call games, but there's nothing like doing it for your hometown team, right? Like, I grew up in that stadium. I was the chubby 11-year-old kid in the Chris Paul jersey in the 300 level. So to be in the press box down there, man, with the former players, with some of my contemporaries, they have a lot of great people covering the NBA, domestically here in Louisiana and really across the country. So for me, it's a dream come true. And people think I'm a football guy, Football is a sport I played. I'm really into it, but I love basketball just as much, if not more. And I'd love for the Pelicans to have some success here soon because much like with the Saints, when the Pelicans are winning, it's a lot of fun to be in New Orleans and to be able to narrate that, whether it's in English, French, Polynesian, Spanish, or whatever language. It's a big honor for me, man, and hopefully the audience can see that when I'm calling games.
That's huge, brother. All right, I want to get into the nitty-gritty of this team. Let's go ahead and put it all on in the pot of gumbo. When we start we're looking forward here. We start to look at the team based off how players are playing now. We're not going to do this. I think Coach Borrego's doing an excellent job, especially given the circumstance. I mean, he had to take over as head coach, and he's holding on. His experience is definitely kicking in. So I'm not including him in this. This is all players. Who's on the hot seat, who is coasting, and who has secured their job the most out of all the Pels?
They seem to really like Herb. I don't think he's really going anywhere. Although I feel like I can kind of criticize his game this year. He doesn't just seem to be, and maybe that's not fair to him because the team collectively hasn't been as good on defense, but he doesn't seem like that same knot on Herb, like getting deflections, wreaking havoc. He just hasn't been there. And offensively, it feels like he's settling for a lot of threes. But either way, I think he's pretty much safe. I think obviously the big conversation is with Zion because right now, if you're not just the Pelicans, but other teams around the league, his value is as high as it's ever been. And I've come on this show, I've been rightfully critical of Zion at times. And although the win-loss record is not there, I think you have to give him a lot of credit for actually backing up his words this season. Before the season started, he said the same words he always does, which is, I'm in great shape, I'm going to be healthy this year. But this is the first time he's actually backed it up. Played 35 straight games, tying a record. It's going to be 36 out of 37 when he plays against the Lakers tomorrow. But the big decision has to be with him. If you keep Zion, is Derek Queen a good fit? Is that clunky? If you let him go, who do you get back? Because now he has value, and you can build the team around Derek Queen and Fears and some of these younger guys. So it's all going to start with him, honestly. And right now, it looks like the Pelicans are saying publicly they are not trying to trade him. He seems to love playing in New Orleans. I'll take his words at face value when he says that. But it all starts with him because he's showing he could actually play basketball and stay on the court for a full season. Will that be enough for another team to make a swing? Will it be enough for the Pelicans to build around him? Those are the questions that you have to ask yourself first when you talk about this team's future.
Okay, that's good. So it's 2 points. So we said Herb's pretty safe. Zion's coasting. Is anybody like on a hot seat? Like, if you don't play better, bro, you out of here.
Man, yeah, trying to not get in trouble. I got to broadcast.
Well, check this out.
I said for you.
You're not going to say nothing. You gave me the coasting, and you gave me the, so yeah, that's right. My bad, pals. And look, hey, everybody rolling. But CL, if it's a player that you're looking at on this team and you say, hey, if he don't get better here in the next few games, at the end of the season, they may be looking to trade him or get rid of him or whatever.
Well, the reality is we do love Herb. We do love Herb, and rightfully so. He hasn't had the best season. He's not, just like Mario said, he's not the defensive stalwart that he's been. Questionably, Poole is not really the guy for us, but in this second team where we've moved him to the second team, I think the whole key was Murray coming back. Now everybody's playing the position that they're supposed to play. So you have a Poole coming off the bench. You have a Fierce coming off a bench. You have a Queen coming off the bench. So I think everybody's actually playing the position that they're supposed to play when they're supposed to play it. So honestly, I don't think anyone is actually on the hot seat.
Okay.
I just think that we finally slotted where we're supposed to be at, and it's showing because if I'm not mistaken, Mario can correct me, this is our first 4-game winning streak all year. And I think it showed because DeJounte came back and played exactly what he was supposed to play, that big starting point guard that finishes at the goal, that, you know, he throws a great back pass to number 11 for the dunk. So I think everybody's in the right position. I don't think anybody's on the hot seat because we're actually playing good ball. And the other night, minus the Clippers game, I believe we became a team.
Yeah, I was critical of Poole earlier, but I like the point that you brought up about DeJounte Murray showing some emotion. It feels like the Pelicans need a little bit more of that. They had guys like Jonas Valanciunas and Najee Marshall that kind of set the tone there, and those were winning teams. Maybe they were fringe playoff teams, but they were competitive. They won a lot more games than they lost, and the Pelicans seem to be missing a little bit of that. I'm glad DeJounte brought it. When you talk about bringing in new players, I think those are qualities you got to look for.
Yep. No, I think both of y'all made some really good points. Hey, pals, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Everybody's doing good right now, baby.
Let's get to that
we don't need to do no hot seats. We need to continue to build. Just like another team we want to talk to you about. You're actually wearing this shirt right now, the New Orleans Saints. I think this team is a team that has, in the month of December, turned themselves into one of the hottest teams going into the new season next year. I think the performance at the end of the year really started to challenge the NFC South. Like, it's not going to just get handed over to Tampa this year. I think even with Carolina, who actually made the playoffs, you know, they're getting better. I'm going to ask you, just like I asked CL, same thing I asked Chris. What are the 3 most important areas to address for the New Orleans Saints this offseason?
three most important areas in terms of positional needs. You definitely need some interior offensive line more than anything. I think you just need, I don't even want to go with the position. I just think you need some more game breakers on defense. A guy that can either command one side of the field, wreak havoc in the backfield. Like Chase Young, he wreaks havoc. When he got into the lineup for the Saints, that defense was so much better, and you could really see the tangible improvement. As far as the third need, they just need more weapons, man. I know there's a lot of debate around Jordan Love, or Jeremiah Love, I should say, but they didn't draft a single wide receiver in the draft last year. And they have some reinforcements coming this year, I think. You trade Rashid Shaheed, but a lot of people are high on Jalen Polk, the former Patriots receiver who will be in the lineup. Devon Vele really came on late in the year. If you just look at the box score with him, it doesn't look like he made that big of an impact, but you guys watched the game. You know how effective he was as a possession receiver there late in the season. So you need some interior offensive line for sure. I still think you need some game breakers on defense. And I think you just need some skill guys on offense, whether that's a more dynamic wide receiver, whether that is Jeremiah Love if he falls to you at number 8. Those are the things the Saints need the most. But I think the more important thing, Big Fave, is the things that they don't need. They don't need a head coach, and they don't need a quarterback.
That's the most important pieces.
Or left tackle.
Yeah, tackles look okay, honestly.
Both, yeah.
Interior line, but the most important thing is that head coach quarterback combination. And really looking across the NFC South, like Bowles and Baker deserve a lot of respect for what they've done. I know the Panthers broke through and made the playoffs this year. Props to them. But if you're doing football shows like this time of year, and we're making lists of which combo do we trust the most in the NFC South going forward, I think a lot of people would pick Kellen Moore and Tyler Shuck, given what we saw towards the end of the year.
I would as well, brother. But, this is a great show, and I'm so honored to be with you great guys. But I'm the type of guy that I get to ask all the tough questions all the time, and I have to be honest, and I have to show up every day as myself. Now that we have the great Super Mario here, I'm going to ask you the tough questions. Keep or let go? I'm going to start off with Cam Jordan. Keep or let go?
I'd have to keep him just because I think y'all asked me this question last year, and I was maybe more towards the other side. But he still produced, man, and his leadership, I think you can't put a price tag on. But guy had double-digit sacks as in his mid-30s. Like I would love to keep at least one of him or Demario Davis.
That was my next question. Keep or let go? The 37-year-old Demario Davis coming off a great season, third in tackles at the middle linebacker position. Keep or let go?
Man, these are tough questions. I have a personal affinity for these guys because even through bad seasons, they've still given 100%, and they've been so good as leaders. But if you're asking me to keep or let go of one of Cam Jordan or Demario Davis, I would probably go with Cam Jordan. I think Demario is just so effective, and I gave Cam credit for the double-digit sacks, but what Davis does doesn't always show up on the stat sheet either.
Right.
The pre-snap stuff, getting guys lined up, and just keeping the good vibes going.
Yeah,
like I
he's
said,
a locker room guy.
Through bad times, but when the good times are happening, he kind of amplifies that too as well. So these are sad conversations, but they're also tough conversations because both of those guys have still been producing. So if you're asking one or the other, I prefer DeMario. I hope they're able to keep both of those guys, but we'll see what happens.
I have one more question. Outside corner that we drafted as a special teams guy, he becomes a starter in Riley. Do we keep Riley at outside corner, or do we draft another outside corner moving forward to possibly replace him? What is your opinion?
Man, it's only his second year. I'd honestly keep it going.
I would as
Why
well.
not be a little bit more economical? And while we're on the subject, again, to give a little credit to Mickey Loomis, I saw today that the Commanders are planning to release Marshawn Lattimore.
Yep.
And that ended up being a really good trade for the Saints because you got 3 draft picks, 2 guys, bona fide starters in Quincy Riley and Jonas Sanker, who played a lot as a starter last year. So we've been critical of Mickey at times, sometimes on this show, rightfully so, but that ended up being a really good trade. And not just Riley, but the entire rookie class, I think, is a cause for optimism. So I would try to build on those guys and keep that in-house development going.
I like that. These are all good questions. You do have to give Mickey Loomis credit for that, for seeing it, right? You get a lot of value out of that pick, so that was brilliant by him.
I'm a Mickey
all right.
guy.
Yeah, I mean, especially now to move the money around.
I know.
So yeah, it's a challenge, especially you being a GM. I'm with you. So, okay, so I'm gonna keep the same thing CL was going. Keep or let go. It's probably a little easier. Cesar Ruiz.
Man, I'd probably keep him. I know it was a bad season, but he's at least a veteran guy. If anything, he's a depth piece. Maybe bring in somebody to compete with him, right? That might raise his level of play. But there's something to be said for being a starter in the NFL. I know he didn't have the best season last year, but that doesn't mean it's going to keep going. And you know, you played on the line of scrimmage. Like, sometimes experience is a valuable thing. So I'm not saying don't add to that position, but I'm also not saying let's not kick this guy to the curb just yet.
2 more. Wow, that was... All right, keep or let go Bud Memes.
Man, let go, I guess. He was really good, underrated, I think, towards the end of last season. But Kellen Moore, obviously, I think he kind of deserves to have his pick of the litter of what he wants to have a wide receiver. And, these are tough, man. But honestly, I'd probably want to invest more in guys that are playing that position right now and see what else they could bring in.
So, okay, I got one more. I think CL got one more, too, because I know we got to roll.
Keep it
okay.
coming.
Come on.
Keep or let go Jawan Johnson.
Keep, for sure. And I was critical of him, man. I'm not even going to lie. I was very critical of him. But towards the end of the season, I think he really broke out. He's become a lot more short-handed. Diversifying his game as a blocker, too. That doesn't get a lot of love. But run blocking, he was much improved also. And he seems to have really good chemistry with Tyler Shuck. So I definitely keep Jawan.
Okay.
I have one, and I'm going to make it short. Kendre Miller. I know that's a tough one.
Yeah, keep. You just need depth at that position either way. And you've seen flashes. He's still on his rookie contract. I think it was just bad luck, too. I think he's trying. I think he's doing his best to be out there. And I saw some flashes last year. I saw enough good from Kendre Miller to keep him around.
Okay. Man, Mario, brother, like I told you got to come on here at
Super
least
Mario.
once a month, brother. There's so much we got to catch up with you. Wish we had more time. But what we do want to do now, you did the motivational talk to the third camera. I want you to just kind of talk to our people what you got coming up. I know you were talking to us about a podcast. We got the Spanish broadcast. Tell our people how they can keep up with you.
Sure. So before anything, you can catch me all week at the LHSAA Girls State Basketball Championships. That'll be on the LHSAA network. I'm doing the early games tomorrow and on Wednesday, first 2 games. So check me out there. Check out the Pelicans Spanish broadcast on 105.7 FM, 105.7 FM, Radio Tropical. Have a lot of fun on there, and you can follow me on Twitter at Mario_E_Jerez. I will tell you right now that there's not a release date, but I will be the new host of the Believe on Saints podcast. That was formerly hosted by my guy Carter Bryant. So check me out there, man. Talking football, talking basketball, and talking more on Inside the Trenches with you guys in the coming months.
Well, that is big time. Congratulations to you, Mario.
Definitely.
And we want to take this time to thank all of our sponsors once again. Get Gordon Injury McKernan. The Get Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Y'all be sure to holler at them, 504-800-8888. Get Gordon, get it done. Big ups to Conquer Sports Pros, baby. Visit csportspros.com if you're looking to get some recruiting insight. If you're looking to get some training, for sure, holler at us. Dr. Kendra, be sure to check out Health Nut System, stillbody.org. You want some affordable, natural products, get your body right. Memorial Day coming up, you know what I'm saying? You want to look out, come out that shirt, holler at Doc, visit that site as well. Big ups to all of our guests out there who joined us today. Mario Jerez to come talk to Little Pels, Little Saints with us. Big up to Chris Moses Jr. joined the show. Belle Chase, y'all be sure to check out his huddle. Like I told y'all, you won't be upset at all. Chris Moses Jr., Belle Chase's defensive back. Big ups to our musical guest, Sonny Gullage, came on the show. Grace to listen. Y'all could go watch this show again. Inside the Trenches with Marlon Favorite right here on the ESPN Baton Rouge's YouTube. You're going to love the performance if you missed it. Big ups to our production crew in there. Hannah Montana. We got D in there. We got Tobi, UP, the whole crew in there. Thank y'all, our Loyola crew over here. And listen, y'all, next Monday, 6:30 p.m., we're going to be right back here on ESPN Baton Rouge. It's Inside the Trenches. Y'all have a great week. Hello, somebody. It's time to move your body. Peace.
Dentro de las trincheras.
inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.